Hey everybody, Stayte here. Today we're going to be talking about numbers in Python. Go ahead and open up Visual Studio Code. I'm going to go ahead and create a new file here. And I'm going to save this file on my desktop. I'm going to save it as numbers.py. Now that I got that file created, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to show you guys what type of numbers are in Python. The first type of number is an integer. And you can see that by just assigning a simple variable. I assigned variable a to the integer 5, and we can assign variable b to -5. These are both variables. Variables are whole numbers that are either positive or negative. And the great thing about integers is they can be any length that you choose. So they can be, I can type in as many numbers as I want here, and that's still an integer. It's only limited by the memory available on the machine that it's running on. The next type of number here would be a float. Now floats are kind of like integers, but they're kind of not. So a float here you can see is a decimal point. So this is a fraction of a number. I can put an F here. It can also be positive or negative. Now floats do have a limitation. While an integer can be as long as you like it, within the parameters of memory constraint, floats can only be 15 decimal points precise. So if you're doing large, computations or trying to do, very deep math, maybe using the float, data type or number isn't the way to go. And we'll talk about later deeper and more expansive data types that you can use that are built into Python and ones that you can actually import into Python as modules. The other thing about floats and integers is they can actually equal the same thing. So we can do a quick comparison. Comparison. Oh, I'm spelling this entirely wrong. Okay. Now that I got my comparison. Okay. Oh my gosh. Comparison. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Having a little brain fart today. So we can actually type in, we can do an integer of 1 and a float of 1.0. These two are computationally will give you similar results, but they actually do two totally different things. If you were to do a computation or an addition or subtraction or something like that to the g variable here, you would be given a result of a whole number or an integer. While if you're doing against this, you would be given a result of a float, given that you were to use a integer for both of the computational counterparts. The last data type, or the last number that we're going to talk about here, are complex numbers. Complex numbers are exactly how they're used in today's variables and equations. So we're going to go ahead and create a variable here called I, and you can see here we're going to set this equal to 5 plus 3j. Now this is a complex number, and if you want to actually see it as a complex number, and you maybe might think, well, isn't 3 being multiplied by j? Well, that's not how Python works, and I'll go ahead and print out g, which is an integer, and we'll print out h, which is also it's a float, and we'll print out I, which is a complex number. So I'll go ahead and save this. Go over here to the left on the debugging tab, click play, and go ahead and click run at the top. And you can see here it prints out all three variables, g being an integer, h being a float, and 5 plus 3j being a complex number. You can see that it did put it in parentheses, and that is because it's trying to denote that this is not a string, and that is in fact a complex number. It's the complex number object. So these are the three types of numbers that are built into Python that I'm going to be going over today. And thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and throw it in the comment section down below. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.